Hey guys, it's Joel here from the Shock Absorber. We wanted to jump on and let you know that we're going to be taking a little break for a week or so while we get ready for the next season of the Shock Absorber. But we will still bringing you some fresh content. We just finished the season, as you would know, and getting ready for the new one. And the working title for that is called Momentum in Ministry, but we will confirm that for you a little bit later. We're also going on Soul Revival Week Away, which is when we go away for a whole week with our church. And we'll be recording some content down there so you can get a feel of and the vibe of what we're doing there as well. And hopefully you did enjoy that season that we just finished on evangelism. I, for one, have found it extremely useful, and I feel much better equipped to be able to share my faith from looking at the historical context to knowing why certain things happened the way they did. I feel a lot more confident and grounded in my faith. As we said on the season, I feel a lot more confident as a Christian, and I really feel like I can boldly tell other people about what Jesus means to me and what he has done for me, a lot more than probably I did prior to recording the season. So hopefully that's been an encouragement to you for you as much as it's been for me. And I just thought it'd be worth talking about kind of the evolution of the Shock Absorber podcast. It's fascinating how it's evolved over the last couple of years. When I originally came to Stu about the idea, which was at a wedding that we were both attending, and I wanted to just make sure that Stu's ideas and the ideas that had come from Soul Revival were going out to a wider audience and just to see what came of it. And the original setup was just Stu and I here at Soul Revival Church in Kirrawee, getting two microphones that our musicians usually use and just plugging into a computer, and the idea was just I just wanted to get out as much info out of Stu as I could. So really it was just a question and answer thing rather than a discussion of what it's evolved to now with having Tim along on the podcast as well. So the ideal place to start with Stu was just to talk about the very beginnings of Soul Revival, which was back in 1992. And in the second season, we also then talked about Soul Revival Church and how it began. The third season was on intergenerational ministry. The fourth on understanding popular culture and how to interact with that as a Christian. And lastly, in the season that we just finished, on evangelism. And just as Soul Revival did in the early days, the podcast has been experimental. We've adjusted and grown along the way, and quite a number of church leaders have expressed interest in some of the ideas we've talked about and interested in talking about it more, and they often want to change things up a little bit and to better serve their church communities without compromising the timeless message of the gospel. If that is you listening or watching, I really encourage you to think through the framework that we've come up with here at Soul Revival that we like to refer to back to all the time, which is theology, strategy, and practice. The theology, we advise, doesn't change from what the gospel says. Strategy is how you're going to do what you want to do at church, and then practice is the flexible part of that, making that happen. And I find that a really helpful way to look at the way that we do everything here at church, at Soul Revival. And if you are keen to partner with us, whether you're a church leader or just someone within a church, we really want to keep talking these things through. So if you want to, you can jump on the Discord server if you want to chat about it during the week. We're also holding some small group meetups in the intervening time leading up to the Shock Absorber conference, which will be held in October. So we'd love you, if you want to meet up, get in contact with us, whether it's one-on-one, whether it's in a group, or if you are interested in coming to the Shock Absorber conference, which we'll hold in October, make sure you put that in your diary. 2022 this year obviously also marks the 30th year anniversary of Soul Revival, and someone who's grew up within the Soul Revival ministry from when I was probably 15, 16, I think. I can't remember. I have to think back that far. Yeah, I think I was 15 the first time I went to a Soul Revival youth night. And now, it's 10 years since we've been here at Soul Revival Church, and I'm a really proud member of. I'm proud that we were part of the founding team that started Soul Revival Church. I just want to take this opportunity to thank all the leaders, Stu and many others, who have spent many, many years investing in me and pouring into my life and encouraging me to live a life more like Jesus. So I just wanted to use this public forum to be able to do that. And lastly, our audience has grown steadily as we have released more podcasts. And I'm really, really thankful for the people that are downloading and listening, or whether you're watching it on YouTube. And we really appreciate you. And we just wanted to make sure that you knew that. And we'd love you to keep getting in touch with us. Keep letting us know what you think. If you do want to get in touch, there's quite a few ways to do it. You always hear me say that at the end of each podcast. But first of all, really just make sure you subscribe to the podcast if you want to hear more, whether that's on YouTube or on your favourite podcast platform, whatever you listen to it on. You can email me at joel@shockabsorber.com.au, or you can jump on the Discord server, which the link is always in the show notes. Something else that you might like to check out is the Soul Revival shop. It's literally soulrevival.shop, where you might be interested in buying some Jesus-themed clothing. But I should also say that all the profits of that ministry go to our Indigenous ministry partners as well. But that's it. Once again, thank you very much to our audience for listening, for being part of what we're doing, for getting involved. And we're really, really thankful and grateful that you take the time to listen or watch us. So thank you very much. One way.